All right, welcome back to Crypto Front. This is the front line where we are fighting together side by side for financial freedom. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Jasmy price set here. As you can see today, we have got a drastic price section here. The price is really down double figures. I think maybe down 15% or something like that. This actually is not isolated to Jasmy, I have to say, just for completeness sake here, but we can see that it is just a sea of red right across the board. Now, is this coming as a surprise? I don't think it's coming as a surprise to a lot of people. I made a video, the last one that I made actually, on Jasmy, and I was saying that this is like the most important Jasmy video that I've ever made. And in that video, we also talked about, the price section of Jasmy and Bitcoin as well. And the main effort, or the main reason why I was making that video there, was that I was really pricing in some kind of a backtest here for Bitcoin, which then leads to the price bouncing out of this whole support of previous all-time high. And it was in this moment that I was saying that I think we will see Jasmy actually go ahead and do something great. We were talking about magic moments and stuff like that. Obviously, we have got some conditions that we also want to see on the Jasmy price at itself, but the bigger thesis basically involved, Bitcoin pulling back a little bit, and then of course, we continue, because that's generally what happens. Now, of course, over the last few days on X, I've been posting like, other charts and hinting probably, a breakout out of this whole level, and that was because of other coins which were breaking out from these levels, and I was saying that, look, others are doing it. There is also a good chance that Jasmy is going to be, breaking out of this whole thing. So for me personally, seeing this drop right here, exactly where it is and happening right across the board, is not really a surprise. Also, our conversations on the Patreon and our trades have actually been designed in such a way that we were anticipating this kind of a pullback, so that would actually dollar cost average into our long position. And then when, the whole backtest is done, we are looking for price action to continue pushing towards the upside. I mean, these things that I'm talking about, 100% they're not new. This is exactly what I've been saying time and again, especially the last video, which I said is my most important Jasmy update. If you have time, please just go ahead and watch it, because there is a trade which I shared right there, and still the trade is ongoing. And if you want to be copying the trade, also just go ahead and feel free to check the link that is in the description, and it will take you right there to Wix, and you will see what's happening there. I also have good news, and I think that the Jasmy pages were hacked today. Both the Jasmy GMT as well as the Junction pages were probably hacked. This is like, I'm 90% confident, because the kind of post that they were putting out right there of a partnership with pump.fun, I don't think that they were real. I checked Hara's page, there was nothing of that sort, and then there was also the pump.fun page itself, it never included anything like that. So now that I have spent time on it a little bit, I'm seeing that those posts which were being made are no longer available. So I was just rushed to say that I'm a Jasmy boo, but I still don't like this partnership with the pump fund. Apparently it was a hack all of it. I mean, so that's good, because at least I can say that my instincts were right from the beginning, and there was no such thing to begin with. So we'll see, obviously, if there is any real partnership, but in what sense actually would there be a partnership? I don't think there's anything like that. I just think that there was some kind of a hack right there. In other news, obviously everybody is talking about the Epstein files and stuff like that. I mean, I think it's a whole big distraction from whatever we should actually be paying attention to, like buying the dip, for example. But everybody has decided to say we're going to be focused on that. So there's a lot of attention right there on that specific issue, and nobody's paying attention to the market. So I mentioned some conditions that we want to see here for Jasmy. I know a lot of people are asking, okay, is altcoin season cancelled? Is this the end of the bull market? Because if you see corrections like these ones at all-time highs, people get a little bit worried. But I think that still here for Jasmy, nothing has pretty much changed. We usually take a look at the RSI here, and I think my argument has been that, look, when Jasmy strides into this overbought territory, like basically above 70, this has also been an area of magic, as I've just been referring to the whole thing, right? Now the question becomes, okay, we're now dipping below that level once again. Does it mean that it's all over? Definitely the answer is no, because what we have also seen with previous ones like this one, which resulted in a 400% run, there was an initial push into that 70 mark, then a drop, a quick drop, and then after that the price had another peak right there. We also saw pretty much the same thing right here and right at this moment as well. So those things have happened on Jasmy, and there are actually a little bit of indications to say that, okay, yeah, we pump first, we get to the 70 mark, we drop back a little bit. The second one is even much more aggressive, and it pushes the price towards the upside. Now, one major thing, and I think the most important thing that we have been talking about Jasmy here, especially also on that last video that I have just been mentioning, that I put the theme, the most important Jasmy video I've ever made. We were looking at the 50 daily moving average, and I was saying that, look, in the past, what we have seen with Jasmy, for the great ones that we have seen, the ones that we actually remember, the memorable ones, they have actually come after you break the 50 daily moving average, and then you back test it, and then you push towards the upside one more time, right? So if you also remember the one that we had back then, I think it was December or November, was the same case. Break above that 50 daily moving average, and then of course all of a sudden pull back a little bit, then start pumping, then you get those figures that you want. Also, it was the case with this one right here. So what I was saying is that for Jasmy to really say we are confident that we're going to be pushing ahead of 6 cents and going even towards 9 cents, 23 cents, and the best that I have at this point is something like 32 cents. I was expecting the price of Jasmy to pull back right around and continue pushing with the 50 daily moving average. So in the coming few days, we'll see something like this here, and the price will meet this moving average at some point. And this is exactly the moment where I'll get like super bullish on Jasmy, because usually what we have seen in the past is then we're going to be seeing a bounce out of that. And yeah, I'm still with that thesis right there. I wait to be proven wrong if that is going to be the case, but that has been my thesis for time and again, and you guys know exactly that I've been talking about these things over and over again. So we still wait to see what happens. If I'm going to be quoting some numbers here in terms of like a support level that I can be willing also to spend a lot of money on Jasmy, I would actually go ahead and say, well, the 50 daily moving average at this point is sitting right around like 1.41 cents. By tomorrow, this thing would have crept up just a little bit, maybe to 1.43, whatever the case may be. But also, just from a Fibonacci, retracement perspective, from the very bottom right there until the top, I think it's safe to go and take a look at the 0.618 Fibonacci, retracement level. And guess what? It's really pretty much coinciding exactly with that, 50 daily moving average right there. So I think the lowest that Jasmy can do at this point is like 1.4 cents. 1.54 also is a good one, since it's the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement level. But generally speaking, for Jasmy especially, we usually lean towards like the 0.618 Fibonacci retracement level. So everything that is happening in the market right now, it may be aggressive. Obviously it's aggressive because everybody had opened a long position, isn't it? And when things like this happen, when you see altcoins, they're down double figures, right? Minus 20%, minus 15%. It means that a lot of leverage is being wiped. And these are the kind of things that we've been talking about with Patreon members, to say, like, I mean, I don't believe in high leverages at this point, maybe a 3x leverage, and then we dollar cost average, as we have the correction here for Jasmy and Bitcoin, as well as the rest of the market. And that's exactly the strategy that we have been employing, and we're going to continue to do so for a different number of altcoins actually. So the trades are there, and of course, if you're willing, you can join the Patreon, and we can share these exclusive information, discussions, and conversations like these ones in a safe environment, and also trade alerts. So I want to thank you so much for watching the video. I hope that you understand that this dip is nothing to panic about, because we have actually been looking forward to something exactly like this. We drew the cup and handle formation ourselves, and we're looking at the backtest of the previous all-time high. Then it is in this moment that we anticipate Jasmy to go absolutely bananas along with the rest of the market, and that's what we are getting at this point. This, for me, I mean, I hate to say it because it doesn't sound like it's good, but I have been looking forward to this dip. I'm really sorry if somebody is sad about it, or if somebody is being liquidated. But yeah, I was looking forward to a moment like this one. Obviously somebody will come and say, oh yeah, you say this quite you're going to do that, but go ahead and watch the videos, and it's there for yourself to see, right? Once again, if you're interested in the copy trading thing, it's free. It's just you happening to register on Wix, and once you get there, right, go to copy trading, search for traders, and you can just write crypto front. You will see my profile right there. And of course, if you will and wish, you can just go ahead and copy trade the whole thing that I'm doing. You don't have to put any work or anything like that. The only work that you put is to click those copy buttons and stuff like that. But another thing that I have to mention is that you only have to do it, I mean, you can actually only do it on PC. So yeah, you can do it on PC, and then of course, once you are registered on PC, you can go ahead and monitor your trades on your mobile phone. It really doesn't make a big difference. But copying from the phone, I think it's impossible at this point. But once you register any trade that I'm going to be taking, you're automatically going to be copying that. So one of the most important things here is, win rate. How much are we winning, in 100 trades, for example? So I think the last time I checked it was 74%. Maybe it might have gone down because there were 2 trades that I took and they didn't turn out to be too good. But in any case, go ahead and check out Wix. They only don't have the copy trading, feature. They also have like up to 30,000 USDT in terms of a welcome bonus. So go ahead and check the link that is also in the description with my ref code. You will be able to claim these things. So I want to thank you so much for watching the video. If you could, please delicately tap the like button, share the video with your friends and family, and I'll see you on the next one. Take good care of yourselves. Bye-bye.